Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, good morning. Today is July 19th, 2023. Today, July 19, 2023. Another beautiful day. God is good, Salon people left. Of course, with the camera Africa, give big shout out again to our brothers and sisters. We see and foster America, and of course, we see the replication of the United Kingdom. Kashi and comrade, it is phenomenal. It is fantastic. It's beautiful to see that, Sierra Leoneans, comrade, we make this point the other day where we talk about the silent majority, and Kashi Youssef reiterate that point, saying people, they act, in times like these, just based off of, reverence for the service that some of us, where we all learned the gi over the years, for 5 years. That silent majority, they say, what, Cashbox, they spend time, they talk. Comrade Koita, they talk. Ibrahim, they talk. We sister them, the lioness of the north, all of these wonderful people, our brother Ijazi, all of these folks, on social media. I don't like for begin calling him because you call him, so you get for call on my name, but una pardon me. Una know, I don't want to spend time just calling names, right? But we see the amount of people who came out in the United Kingdom. Cashbox, me don't be noticing that social unions in Bokuna, the United Kingdom, until yesterday, before yesterday, when I see the protest and the amount of folks that turned up. You see, it on time for the folks where they say silent majority, where, them sit back, not to say they're not able to engage, but it's sometimes people just, they look and say, what's in a million day, but they know that they have a responsibility. Some of these people will come out so delicate today, we come out to United Kingdom for protest, Sierra Leoneans, them, they've never eaten government money, they don't want this service or any government, they're not elected to any positions, they've never been appointed to any position, but they care about their country. You see, because we can always say no place like home.
Ibrahim, let's just take what you just said so very quickly.
Right.
The interesting thing, if we were to kind of like, I think
Right, I think Kashi gets a call there. But, I'm sure, I think he's trying to say if we unpick the amount of people that we, get involved in that protest, maybe 90%. But let me see. I don't want to take mistake cut the call whilst I answer. Pardon me now. We'll try this again one more time. But yeah, like I would say, the amount of people will come out, come out and say, yes, we have a voice as well. And, we have to, come out now and let our voices be heard, to protect and save the soul of democracy, because, again, there's no place like home. Eventually, no matter what's happening, all the hard work where people are putting in this part of the world, I'm telling you guys, if Sierra Leone was just this nice, easy, peaceful place to go to, electricity there, water there, the infrastructure is there, you're protected. If you get problem, police they interfere, without having to, you don't need money for let police take you side, we not get, look at the drug epidemic today in Sierra Leone, what is actually happening. It's just a terrible state of affairs. People in the diaspora don't want much. All they want, I can always say this, and I believe we all share the same aspiration. If I say I want to go salon today, I just need get up, so take me backpack, just carry whatever I want to tin away inside. Where I reach na Sierra Leone, I reach na the airport, I get off, transportation day smoothly, easily. I go na my house, so I lodge, electricity day, water day. I hope for take a nice, relaxed shower. I go about my business. The country clean, peaceful, decent. People are going about their business. Citizens are sustained. Then they take care of themselves. Then they look up to you, say, oh, you come overseas. All our problems are over. Can't take care of everything for we. Now we're going to say, let not feel like this if you come on any other part of the world. That's what we're looking for. So those voices that you see, we come out, can protest in the United Kingdom. Now that the message that they sent out the other day, now that they try for tell, we say, we want proper democracy in our society. You see, but Sierra Leone can do now, in as much as we are grappling with the basics of life, we suffer with the basics for survive, and needs cannot even be met. The basic, when are food, clothing, shelter, all of these things inside. They like today in Sierra Leone, we get a food crisis. People not a farm again. We don't go back into our communities. All man they come to the big city then. Nobody no one for dinner in village again. And I get it, I understand. Because people they see the advancements in life and they want to be a part of farm. Our brothers and sisters that the villages, then they see the city life, they want to be a part of it. What's it entail the city life? Electricity, clean drinking water, access to proper health care. They're not getting at the villages them. So when I see with brothers and sisters we come on at the United Kingdom, these are the things that they're asking for. They say we want proper democracy. They say we want to get a system of governance where they meet the needs of the people. And how we go meet the needs of the people? It starts with a step. It is a process. First, now through the democratic means. No, so it is through democratic means. When the people come out to vote, let the voices and the will and the aspirations of the people manifest itself in the ballot box. When me say if the people go vote, let the votes be counted as is. Who win the election, then the will of the people is met. That is the essence of democracy. The power of the people for the people and by the people. So these are the things we they say. So when you see our brothers and sisters from America, Europe, London now, and we know say we are reaching some of our brothers and sisters as well in Belgium and other parts of Europe get for come together. They conglomerate for themselves organize a protest. There is no set date. Then they say 24, 25, but once we get the set date, we go talk about that. Then they try to organize themselves to come out as well and stand up and speak up for democracy. We know about all of these plans on the works. So these are the things what we they say. So when you see our brothers and sisters from the diaspora, coming out and making their voices be heard, now then here and they talk about. Then a society where democracy is practiced properly. 99% of the democracy is in the hands of the people. Now that society they defend themselves. Now that we all they ask for. A lot of these guys, the Marabios and most of the folks that were in government, they don't live in this part of the world. Beaucoup of them gets dual citizenship. Then they fly to America today if they want, they are citizens. They get British passports today if they want, they are citizens. They get French passports if they want, they are citizens. They know how this part of the democracy works. They understand. But what we don't get, people like we what I don't understand, is why people don't see how life for day, but then they can't go practice in Sierra Leone. Then they practice in Africa. So Africa, it's like now the graveyard. Now they go destroy the lives of people. Then they can't oversee, they can't enjoy the money. Well, we say that has to stop. That needs to stop. So we brothers and sisters that the United Kingdom, when I see them come out for camp protest, that was what they were talking about. Now that they want to see inside with governance system. They want to see and yeri and no say at least the power of the people is at play. Let Uda win the election, and we move on from there. That is what we're asking for. That is what the people of Sierra Leone they say. And so we brothers and sisters that the United Kingdom and that of the diaspora, that is what they come out for can discuss now. So Kashi, I don't say you don't join me. And but you were trying to say something.
Yeah, Ibrahim, what I was saying, the interesting thing about, when you talk about the people that came out that day, the interesting thing, Ibrahim, if we were to have done like a statistics, a proper statistics, Ibrahim, trust me, that thing that, I think it's comrade or you yourself that has been saying it. If you don't do politics will do you. Absolutely. Ibrahim, the people that turned out, I'm telling you, 60 to 70% of the people that were turned out are not the ones that, the usual ones that are on social media arguing about APC, SLPP. Seriously.
That was beautiful.
The people I saw that day, I was like, really? Do you guys really pay attention to these things that goes on in Sierra Leone? Ibrahim, I saw people that day when look at the typical one them where they argue in forums and say, oh, APC, SLPP and stuff like that. No, that was the amazing thing on Monday, Ibrahim.
Gashi, I'm telling you one thing. They not reach 5 to 6 within a social media to make rudeness. I promise you. They're not boku. They're not, yeah, you know, so say one full man go come out who can content and say for tell you exactly the number. But they not reach 6. Where they make this rudeness and they cause chaos na social media, they come, they go attack you, attack me, talk all kind of nonsense. Some of them people there, yeah, so I'm telling you, Kashi, both na the diaspora and back home, they not reach 6. They not boku where they create the disruptions. Now just a minute fraction. And the problem is this, as sad as it is, and I don't like going after these people, Kashi. But so take it there, some of these folks, then they listen, not for yeri, deliberately, they're deliberate. They do it to themselves. They don't subject themselves to this mushy mentality. So don't give them reference. Kashi, the amount of people where now the silent majority, them bokupas there, few miscreants there, where they were like I say 5 or 6. There are millions of Sierra Leoneans who care. Now then we see so the other day in the United Kingdom. Now then we see so we come out across far and wide. Kashi, we know what it's like in this part of the diaspora for the people and we take off that day. We including yourself. We come out and left, no work for come out for come protest. It's finance. This part of the world, money is time. Time is money. They both go together. So then people will take that time. Now money they lost. And Akashi, the other day I say average. I know for be, you know, very lousy with it. Because Malika, you know to put your business out there, but it's going to cost you almost £1,000 a day for just coming. But anyways, you know, but at the average, I say about £10. Now say somebody they make £10 an hour. That day they don't lost 8 hours. Now £80, £80 in Sierra Leone is almost 2.4 million if I'm not careful. So tell me, Salon people. Thank you. You see what I'm saying?
You know the interesting thing. Not only the ones that, you know, I met, he turned 18 or 21 or so. It was a bad day today. And not only, like, I think a sibling, like a boy called Ibrahim, you know, like your namesake. He was there. I think that boy was like 8 years old. And a young baby that government carried as well. She was there. She was, I think she might be like 1 year old or something like that, Ibrahim. This girl, in fact, I'll be even telling her, I say, we go wish her happy birthday now, platform, Ibrahim. Wow. You know, I forgot her name, but her mom's name is Aminata. And then in brother in name now, Ibrahim.
Oh,
this lady was there. Imagine, like, these kids, they must know, like, the things that are going on. They don't go salon, see the suffering. They found it, like, you know, something like as a good thing. For me, I think they were born here, surely. Like, you know, the girl's birthday, it was on Monday. I think she was born here. Of course, Ibrahim was born here. Like, that boy was... I even feel embarrassed and say, you know what? I could have taken my kids to the protest. You know, Ibrahim, we were in the car with comrade the other day. Like, Saduma and Bakano, they asked about, about the election, and then I think it was Saduma or Bakano that said, Daddy, like, who won the election? And then, like, we said, like, the Mother Biwan, and they were like, oh God, for God's sake, the same thing is going to keep happening. You know, Ibrahim, like, it's high time people take their place in a society. And Ibrahim, I don't know if why it's like I kind of like got interrupted. If like you mentioned about the protest in mainland Europe, Ibrahim.
Yeah, I did.
I think they're about to come out. Like I said, I don't think. Okay, thank you. You see, these are some of the things that Ibrahim we have to stand up. This whole thing about democracy backsliding, this whole thing about seven democracy, Ibrahim, it has become worrying because democracy should not be on life support, Ibrahim. No. Democracy should be the one, the giver of life. Democracy should give life rather than on life support, saving democracy all the time. That is becoming worrying, Ibrahim.
Absolutely. You know, Nkashi, by the way, let me just join in saying, you know, many happy birthday to Mrs. Aminata's daughter. We come out and protest. Happy birthday to you. You know, again, I'm sure, like you said, their mama, they keep them abreast. You know, a lot of us keep our kids abreast with what actually happened at Salon. So they would know that is home, you know. So I definitely understand, and they feel the mama in pain. They know say the mama they struggle for take care of your family members them. that 20 pound, that 50 pound, that 100 pound way they send, that money will go towards them. Because then say if they're not in this part of the world, they have a life to live. But they get for always continuously get for take care of people back home. So they know the connection is there. Because we have useless governments over the years that have never been able to create a society where people would thrive, especially the last 5 years has gotten worse and terrible. So we appreciate those folks for bringing out the kids, because again, civic education starts at a very early age. And Kashi, at this particular point in time, I mean, the past 5 years we've done a lot of work getting into people to understand that, if you don't do politics they do you. Everything we do is shaped around politics. The bad lifestyle we'll get there, like today, the poor standards of living, it's bad politics over the years. Because Kashi, I was even saying, most of these guys were in the government, so that the Marabio government the past 5 years, they get British passport, American passport, French, Belgium, European passport of some nature. Where if anything happen in a salon, then they run come back overseas. But what make we not able to go implement what's in this part of the world? Na salon. Where be say if I want to go salon today, Kashi, what's make money to get zeal safe? You don't get appetite. Because so you get for plan so much. For like you make sure say at least you forgive yourself a little bit of that life where you get there, which you don't use, the things you take for granted. That 24-hour electricity. If na generator you don't buy and you put you so you get for already the petrol money for like run. If na AC you don't get you place where they people get for camp for ask you for support because they are poor. They don't get they don't able to get a way for get a living for themselves. But our brothers and sisters in the diaspora, Kashi, like how we say, now the silent majority will always they talk about that they come and manifest themselves. So they say, you know what, they don't tell what we see them. We don't get voice for talk on social media. Not so we are able for come and talk. Not so we all go for articulate the issues. But we say, you know what, our brothers, communicator, cash box, look the suffer, communicator suffer. 9 months na Parema road for waiting for nothing. This brother don't come now, they sacrifice in time, they do audio, then they talk to we, then they educate we, then they sensitize we, then they keep you abreast. They say, let us come out now. For once, let us have come on a double. Let us go participate. This democracy and we all get up. Now in the show so the other day. Now in United Kingdom show so. It's not about political party affiliations. If you have a political party, it's for the day. But they say no, we are going to come out now for can show we level of patriotism because we able. We able. Nothing is stopping us back. We not there. We not get the kind of a job we go save and buy. We go afraid for say we go lost with job or anything along that line. We're gonna come out here and can support. And then come out. And then support, they make the sacrifice. We see our brothers and sisters, then bring their family members them out. They speak up. The British Prime Minister don't hear it. The message is loud and clear. The world don't hear it. So these are the things how they say. Sierra Leoneans, we're proud of you guys in the United Kingdom. Every one of you. Some of you will never meet una. Some of you we might never meet. But sometimes some of you one day we go meet. But this was what you want to show. Want to show allegiance to nation. We not put political party before. We not put on a tribe ahead. We not put on a region ahead. We not say it's about Sierra Leone, and we as Sierra Leoneans get a moral responsibility to come out and defend and protect this democracy. Because what you do, when I look back all the way to the 10 or 11 years of brutal rebel war we'll get, when I say we don't want to go down that path there again. We want to come out now and speak and talk now for stop this nonsense before it blow out of proportion. We see inside the direction where the world they go, and Africa as a whole, so chaos. Look at Sudan now. Sudan don't for them. Sudan is in disarray. All manifest political power. Then they want this, then they want that. All side is them because of bad leadership them over the years. Yeah. People they come into democracy now. They want to come through democratic means. But when they get in there, they want to change the game. They want to move the goalpost. Now it's no longer about democratic principles. When you talk, them beat you, they lock you up. If you didn't the Southeast, you say you're not a stronghold, you don't for support other political party. That is their definition of democracy. Well, we know say not so democracy is defined. Democracy, everybody forgets a free will for participate and belong. Who side they want for belong? Regardless of whose part of the country they defend themselves or whatever it is. If you say that one day, the person get right for those side one for day. Then a democracy. We're not able for argue, we're not able for talk, we're not able for get conversations. Everybody disagree, but we agree at some point. Belong to a political party, fine. But let me ask you this: this is a political party. The two way they do it, correct? Now democratic structure this for that you go attack people in a your stronghold, beat them, kill them. Is this democracy? For take away the voices of the people, when the people and vote, when a council and votes them, the next commissioner just they read the results for read. Is this democracy? Una they rig the results front broad daylight? Is that democracy? We can go back all the way to the registration process. That democracy then they where young people in cash box like 18-year-old young people in the United Kingdom, young adults in Sierra Leone, They're able for register.
Yeah.
We see how they suffer. When they go get there, when they go take the yellow birth certificate, they say no, count the blue birth certificate. They suffer not to come on. They're not able for cast their votes them on that particular day when they tell me which for them vote. Because what you do, they get leaders them on both opposition side and the ruling government that sold them out. Then take away their right away from them for engage in this civic contest. We're not the democracy itself. But the people of the United Kingdom, Sierra Leoneans in the United Kingdom, then say, hey, the voices of the silent majority, if we team up, where we grab a powerful, then they show we so. What a political party can go do?
Ibrahim, again, like what you talk so, you see the suffering, the people do not understand, and I keep saying this, like, not adhering to who we've all adopted, Ibrahim, has a serious ripple effect, Ibrahim.
Absolutely.
When once we do not adhere to like democracy, the democratic principles, when it be like what you try for talk about like the structures, like the goalposts being moved and all that in Ibrahim, it has like a serious effect, a knock-on effect to the economy.
Absolutely.
Ibrahim, make no mistake, and this is the reason why I keep telling people, do not tell me to talk about economy, like where it be say the political system is in disarray. It wouldn't work, Ibrahim. Forget it. It would never work. No. As long as like the principle of democracy is not being adhered to, Ibrahim, we are wasting our time. We are wasting our time in talking about the economy. I know idle, Ibrahim. Now, idleness go catch me. Seriously, Ibrahim.
Yeah,
if consistently we talk about economic, say the economy is in shatters or is in mess and all that. No, we will be wasting our time talking about that, Ibrahim. Seriously, Ibrahim, I saw people like even within the political parties, especially the APC, where in a way get for benefits because then they rogue in a way. Not to say that the APC we can fight for, we fight for like democracy being saved. Unfortunately, we have to use the word save, Ibrahim. Because it's like I say, democracy get on our life support. As I say, democracy should be a life giver. Now, ain't for the kind of like, now ain't for be the blood bank. But right now, you see, Ibrahim, the problem with it gets people and they, even within the APC, where they did not even turn up to the protest until we're kind of like halfway, which we still appreciate them. We appreciate them, Ibrahim. But the people were trying to sabotage the process as if like now we didn't do. We're not kind of here for come begin and say, oh, like now we call for protest. No, like it just like when we did, like Europe, like now, therefore the NEPA, I think they're for confirm whether the 24th, the 25th, Ibrahim. We would promote it, we will talk about it. If even people are within the UK able to go there, they should go there and kind of like go and make a loud noise about this, Ibrahim.
Absolutely.
Save with democracy.
Kashi, you when you mention those folks again, like I said, the one day we want make effort for sabotage, bring out a fake press release where they don't get face. I dare the individual who writes that fake press release they for come out and say, let me write this press release here. So I dare you, if you're a mortal man, if you're a woman or man, whatever the case is, I dare you. Come out and say that maybe write that press release for condemn the protest for the United Kingdom. Come out. But Kashi, like I said, they're not reach 5 or 6. They're not Baku. That's so then they are disruptors. They're just there for bring destruction, for just bringing rough, terrible messages, for divide people of the country. That is all they do. It's about 5 or 6 of them. It's not even a handful, They're not Baku, they sabi themselves. It's just a few. Like I said, their brains have been mushy. Them brain don't turn. The brain in matter first as it is very soft and then you don't mush them. So they're not a think again, But these people, Kashi, I'm telling you, we are not going to give them credence. It's about 5 or 6 of them. They're not Baku. Then they are there.
Absolutely.
Very minute in number. Very, very minute. So they're not, they're insignificant. They know, so they don't get no place. There's no percentage for them. It's not even, even start with 0 because it cannot be measured. But that is who they are. Then go remain for be that. They're fine. 5, 6 of them.
Your friend that you kind of like the PR of the diaspora was there. I appreciate. I'm actually glad for C&A.
Hi, Barry.
I Barry also. I Barry.
Okay. Well, yes.
Maybe something that you listen to.
No, because Kashi, people like those, regardless for Senator APC call for a protest, but you don't go to tell they can't Allah then to get away get chance no more. I'm the PRO of the APC, the diaspora, will not sabi you say. and then Sierra Leoneans are organizing a protest. You got a political party where suffer as a result of that. You don't even able can do a short video to say I stand with my brothers and sisters in the United Kingdom, even though it is not an APC affair, but as the PRO of the APC party, I support you guys in defending this democracy. I will be there, just to see and participate and encourage you guys to go on. Period. Now so PRO they work. That boy they for come on that I don't care if he be good now. It don't go there fine. Okay, give it kudos to him. But why he go there last minute? Why not come out now? We don't see say but this. If I don't go join you quick, yes. That
was even with the message of like the chairman of the APC as well. They had to wait. They waited and waited. And Ibrahim, if you know the sad story behind the thing, which I would not say here, imagine, comrade, where I believe saying one of the people that will suffer really, really badly in the hands of this government. People were saying that, like, oh, comrade, like, well, men are going to be part of the petitioners that go into number 10 and all that. People, the executive of the APC, like I said, they call protest. It's like the mindset of people.
Nonsense
imagine, this man will not suffer in the hands, who that in the UK will not suffer, rich comrade, in the hands of the SLPP.
No, you see.
But yet still, you see the mindset?
These guys, Kashi, they can confuse the fact that everybody has a right to belong to a political party. Belonging to a political party not mean say they take away some of your fundamental rights for participating in certain things. So just because comrade na APC, a fully fledged executive member, not mean say not can join Sierra Leoneans them for protest to stand up and protect this democracy. And if that's the notion where the chairman of the APC go with, shame on you, brother. Shame on you. It means that
that's not the notion at all. It is the fact that, comrade, we were in this platform criticizing the things they act by them because these guys, they were general, so they get a link, the need for boots leak. These NPC people. So seeing comrade where don't call things them out, where they feel say they criticize the APC, they think like they use the APC ads because a comrade has been like, I'm talking about the bad happenings that the APC. That's why, not because of like comrade belongs to a political party. No, because idiots, like people that went there, like people that were in their favor belong to APC. But why you not criticize those people? But comrade, you criticize it. It is just because comrade is in this platform, we are pointing out the right things. So people that feel say we have a go at APC.
Kashi, let me understand you fine on this point. I just want for proper clarification. Are they saying comrade not for be part of the people that will go present because they feel say we don't oppose APC, or now because he's APC, so enough for mixed and not see like an APC process? Clarify for me.
Ibrahim, it is the former.
Okay.
The first point.
Okay.
It is because it will be part of the because he's been talking, well, not talking against.
They can, Kashi, I'm for use of American language now, but I'm not going to use Musa them before go and go kiss, but I go left for now. You see, because it's very stupid for people to think that way.
Very stupid.
And this is why again I say to this silent majority. You see, because Kashi, a lot of the people will get executive positions within the APC and the diaspora, we'll go for reach there for shake up a lot of these positions. Them how they get them position they are now one.
Absolutely.
Not all we all want for be part of these executives. So no, we don't want time. We don't want to, which is the silent majority of Sierra Leoneans and the diaspora. But I'm going to encourage you guys, if you're an APC member, let we not allow a few idiots for lead a political party. What's what they get on a salon like today? When want for be a part of the governance structure, you get idiots for govern. They like today the SLPP what you get now because a lot of people sit back and pull back. That is why we have the SLPP folks that were there in power today from the Marabi all the way Kandong. Because whether the sober-minded people not get engaged and get involved, we have idiots and sycophants that are bootlickers, where all they think about is their political party affiliations, because they feel say when they're going to power and they all get form this cabal. Because APC as this organization don't become a cabalry thing. If you're not be a part of the cabal, then you're not one of them. And that is not the essence of democracy itself. No, I don't need for being a cabal, for being a part of you. No. We're not for see same side. We have to stand on the truth, stand on the facts, and then we move on from there. So Kashi, again, like I said, it is a minute. They don't reach 5. Very insignificant number. Useless people, they think they wouldn't think so. But the protest turned out to be the best protest for a very long time across the diaspora. The American protest is successful. The England protest successful. Hopefully, the Belgium one back will be successful. But these are the beautiful things that we're talking about. Those figures, them people when they think that way, they can rot in hell. They don't get what it take for stop comrade culture. They don't get an iota of what it take for him for interfere at that particular point day and that realm day. Because comrade not do it because it APC, it do it because he's a Sierra Leonean, and he got a voice and he gets a platform. We're able to make other people know about this protest. That chairman of APC, he got a platform there. Able, Isabi, enough for do it. Wanna show me in Facebook page. Wanna show me in Twitter account. Wanna show me in gathering. Wanna show me how you able for pull people. Wanna show me who's in the pull people. They don't get what it takes. Then the government for go occupy them position there because other people were qualify, no feel safe for be a part of it. Other people were qualify, no want her. That is why guys like they one and they were not fit for anything. Or people were in their position they go think that kind of a way. Who's kind of a little way that you're thinking? Who's kind of a childish play that one you're thinking? But anyways, it don't even matter, it's not significant because the protest turned out to be the best protest what we don't see in Sierra Leone in recent times across for Sierra Leoneans them. Kashi, it is very, very, encouraging. Like what would they say again, social media now. By the way, comrade is on a very important call. We're making him for join we up till this point. Hopefully he go join we. Otherwise, he go join we at the next message. And by the way, we're not torment comrade and Kashi because we get for take with family vacation beginning tomorrow. So if you're not hearing from me for the next 5 days, I know they make it long, I know they make it 2 weeks, but for the next 5 days, when I just be aware, say that I make it hearing from here, we'll take with family vacation and promise me wife and say I'm gonna give them all my time and attention, So just want to put it out here, for everybody know that, yeah. But the fact absolutely. Yes, sir. But the fact of the matter is. Kashi. Yeah. Yeah, Kashi. No, Kashi, I'm just saying. I mean, people already think that way. They say because comrade talk against the APC. APC, there is no difference with this current. But again, when you get square pegs in round holes, that's the problem, Andy. And it go back to the civic education. What they talk about civic education, because a lot of these guys, they are intelligent people. I want to put them in the intelligent category. But for them, they think that way. Say because you belong to a political party, you cannot tell your political party what's wrong. Now you make us SLPP, they are like also like today. We'll see tribalism, nepotism, everything. Yeah. Look at what is happening. Because SLPP cannot tell SLPP the fact. And APC won't go down the same pathway. That is the same road that they lead down to. Now, it makes Sierra Leone, all they get for taking a massive revolution for clean that country up. The mindset of the people are sick. The leaders, the one who say the intelligence more, they are sick. They're very myopic in their thinking. They know they expand their thought process. This is the problem we have. They don't have the interest of Sierra Leone. They didn't think about the Constitution, Section 13B, where it talks about the fact that every citizen shall cultivate a sense of nationalism and patriotism, so that your loyalty should lie to the state, not to your region, your tribe, your political party, or to a leader, or to a person. It is to the state. Nationalism, patriotism to the state. I
started reading that book, Hans Hills of the Savannah.
Right on.
There is a quotation there where he say, I mean, like the book was referring to Nigerians. He say, Nigerians are what they are only because their leaders are not what they should be.
Exactly.
Ibrahim, I seriously, that quotation caught my attention.
Absolutely.
Ibrahim, and like, we didn't make we leaders them exactly. And the funny thing now, we didn't make them, now we didn't make them useless.
Absolutely.
You remember when Prince Adam go talk to Madabio. Madabio, she don't, he smile.
Yes.
He say, oh, this now beyond 2028 or something like that. So you kind of like they destroy the constitution just for lift the ego of Madabio. Do you remember?
Absolutely.
Now we don't go SLPP. Apparently, they started like the third time for Aneskoma.
Yep.
Where Aneskoma no buy into it. You see, Ibrahim, like this is the problem. This now
absolutely.
leaders how they supposed for them, and now we even they lift their ego as well for me to feel this feel good factor, Ibrahim.
It is a fact. It is a fact. That is why the African people and Sierra Leoneans don't wake up, Kashi. I can promise you that. Sierra Leoneans are alive. They don't wake up. Sierra Leoneans don't say we get the responsibility for actively participating in a democracy. Kashi, let me go through security here real quick. Now give me one moment.
Sure.
This guy.
As I say, so we look at the protest.
Oh man! Just
And,
when it rains,
and please, the continental Europe.
just when it rains. Go ahead, Kashi.
Please, you guys have to go out there. Look.
All right, the network will mess way up today now. I'm sure somebody don't disrupt Cashbox again. But some people, and these are the things we're saying though. You know, whilst we wait for I get Cashbox back now on the line. You know, it's a terrible state of affairs. It's very sad. It's very pathetic. But we want to thank we brothers and sisters in the United Kingdom for the phenomenal work. You know, that they do. You know, it's raining on my side heavily, so since I make my own network, but I see I still get 5G UE now. So I don't want to think it's me. Maybe I think Cashbox is driving as well.
I think it's me.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
Ibrahim, honestly, like when we talk about them picking them, Ibrahim, I'm not sure. I think like when I was at Weird, I showed Ibrahim all my medium. I mean, I do not like to call, especially women, old, but women with their own crutches, Ibrahim, we're all walking stick.
Wow.
You know, like they were at the protest, Ibrahim.
Wow.
Like it passed 10 of them. Mamidem, Ibrahim.
Wow. They made that sacrifice. You know what you do, Cashbox? I get you, yes, sir.
Yeah, Mamidem began at the protest, Ibrahim. I'm not kidding. In fact, like one. Oh, lovely, mommy. Like, in fact, it didn't behind the crowd. The crowd left and behind. Luckily, I just noticed them. Now, me just kind of keep in company now. Yo, mommy, they couldn't even walk, Ibrahim. They were at the protest. That really, really melted me heart, Ibrahim.
That is fantastic.
Fact, I take picture with her. I tell her, I say, oh, that's about yeah, I not put her at that place, so that's it. They call Facebook. He said, no, I not put her on there. That's it. Well, I go put her on my WhatsApp. Now I say yes.
Wow.
Yes, Ibrahim. Old Mamidem were at the protest, Ibrahim. What does that tell us? What does that tell us, Ibrahim?
Wow.
People are ready for the change in a salon. If only we can get a changer. All it takes right now, all waiting salon people in need. Now somebody will genuinely wants for change salon, Ibrahim. I'm telling you, salon will be a better place.
Absolutely, Kashi. That is phenomenal. You know, kudos to the mama, kudos to that grandma. Una sabia, una share this audio with them. We go listen up. Let you know say we send a shout out to them. We know say it's not about her because even for them, mommy don't do your own at this dunya. He say, you know what's in?
Exactly.
Me great grandpicking them. I want to get a brighter, better future for them. Because they like today, that mommy, I'm sure Kashi, he want go salon, like go sit down, retire peacefully. But I go there. In medical where you need, where go there just know, it go turn trouble for her.
Yes.
So no go before do her.
Yeah.
You know, it go there just know, they feel safe as an elderly person. Feel secure as an elderly person. So these are the things what make you say, you know, let myself go out there and join these people. Now the vision and the world get Sierra Leoneans them. You know, so one for thank you, my brothers and sisters, comrade for joining with today. You know, it's very engaging some important calls them. You know, so but hopefully in the next audios. It will join we, and then we'll take it from there. And I'm sure Sute will do a personal audio since you know for joining we this morning. Yeah, so for shed light on this as well. But we want to thank Una. We appreciate Una. The silent majority don't begin speak up, and Una continue for speak up more because when Una speak up, then people here will know say Sierra Leoneans are there. We're ready for sacrifice and stand up for protect this democracy. We appreciate Una. We know say it's not easy. Thank you for your many sacrifices. And Kashi, I don't know, you want me to take an opportunity, just again, for we all listeners them. We still they ask, say, why would they see Ibrahim Pam protest? I don't know. Is it necessary? Because we can still listeners that we love, we care, but we maybe not get the correct and direct answer yet. Is that even necessary?
I think I wanted to mention it, to be honest, because you see, it just tells you people they out there wanting to criticize without enough information. Ibrahim, knowledge is power. Again, of course, like I think even the Bible say you forget knowledge, wisdom, knowledge. You say, but above all, get understanding.
Absolutely.
You see, Ibrahim, people. And I wanted to talk about it anyway, but I mean, just feel say we don't talk about it. And to the extent, imagine somebody do audio yesterday. Not only they do not get understanding. Like if somebody do audio yesterday, they say, "Oh, let me say thank you to Comrade Quetta." But Ibrahim and Cashbox, they just don't know more. They talk. They don't even go to protest. Even me, the person say I don't go to protest. Ibrahim, even me, even though. Like I've been to, let me say I'm not going to be go safe. Like the only person, he said me no go. He said me and you two no go the protest in London. And first of all, Una when they talk, we said this. I think back end of last week, Ibrahim, you made it clear. And imagine somebody called me as well from America. They talk about it like you. Now say, and this is not possible. I can send you audio too. Now say, I'm not listening, I meant. Now, so we're going to listen now. We made it clear that Ibrahim, because of the nature of his job, he make it clear, say, he's not allowed to get involved into politics anymore. This person tell me, say, his nephew, now lieutenant or captain, now the U.S. Army, he will go ask him. I say, please, go and ask him, and you can give me feedback as well, and tell me, which is the result. Since they go, call back. Which I want to believe that if you don't get the information, say what you said and what you are saying to her, it is true. So if you want more say no more, but this is the thing. This is the thing we are fighting against. People are not well informed, and even when they are informed, they do not believe. They just want believe, waiting they want believe.
Kashi, there is a term, what do they call conformity? The problem where a lot of our people get, wait and see, then you hear one person do something, they don't follow makata. It is the equivalence of so man they sit down, either thief, somebody they don't come. And don't know what the person go thief.
They don't know what's happening. Yeah.
And no side the person go thief. They don't take cutlass, they take tick.
Yeah.
They begin falla. So a lot of people.
Is that not the reason? There is the story. I don't want to cut you off, please. Like this is the reason we make like Nasalon one time the way the guy will go thief. He says the Allah thief for somebody else. Mm-hmm. So in a way, they did not get the information the one way actually thief, but it is man himself with the Allah thief and the other person where they before.
Exactly.
The person now in begin run. So that person now then catch and begin beat.
Absolutely. So I put on this way again, Tona. Kashi. Again, this is only for our supporters, them. They want them way, they appreciate us. Then they wonder, say, Ibrahim, we don't say Ibrahim not afraid, Madabiu. We don't say Ibrahim not scared anybody. But why Ibrahim not protest? There is something behind it. I go look for no, now for you, I do this. And this might be again maybe the last time. But now for Una, I do this. I am in the military. I am a senior enlisted leader in the military. I am a master sergeant in the United States Air Force. I cannot engage in physical protests. The last thing that I would get engaged in is a physical protest. I have a right to speak up. I get a right for write letters, but I cannot engage physically, my presence, no more in a protest at this particular point in time until I decide say I'm going to get out of the military would be the only time where I'll be allowed again for be a free citizen and participate in protest because I am in the United States Air Force. If anything goes out there, they say, look, Ibrahim, it a protest naya. It reached my command. I will be subject to UCMJ with a uniform code of military justice system. They would question me on that. And I ought for no better as a leader because I should be me for the give guidance to younger airmen. Them. And Kashi, this reminds me, I see a young guy, he's an army corporal. He's about E3. He do a video, he didn't say army uniform. Where they talk about say SLPP for NKJPC and this and that. I'm sure I would not, because if I want to look that young man up, I can look up just my last name. I know say they don't get Boku Jusu inside the army. It's easy to find, like in finding commanding officer, I can even for finding supervisor easily. But I would not do that. I would not go that far. But hopefully somebody go call him and go on yes and say, me man, if you get for talk inside uniform, say if you get for no waiting with you to talk and pick with you to talk, it is different.
So, is this person based in America?
He's in the U.S. Army wearing army uniform. He's based in America. I want to think so. The way I see him inside, they look like he's a young corporal, but his name Jusu, and he's very SLPP biased. The way we talk, I'm sure he's gonna get some reprimand. Definitely, he's gonna be reprimanded for that because I'm sure so we all like me like I say I would not do anything. I hope say go learn a lesson and not go do it again. It's okay for the inside military uniform and talk. But if it's motivational, just saying, hey, Sierra Leoneans, I want to encourage you guys to be peaceful, and let we make sure we protect the democracy and stuff like that. But when you're so politically biased, you take sides of political parties, you cannot be in your military uniform and talk stuff like that. It can take off your uniform and talk, but you cannot be in your uniform and do a video. But I'm just saying all of this, anyways. Physically, I cannot be involved in any physical protest. So, Una, be rest assured, I'm not scared of anybody. I'm not afraid of anybody. And also, I want to clarify this one thing. I not protest against Anes Koroma. I wish I did because it would have been worth it. Good morning, Silva. I not protest against Anes Koroma. I protested March 2018, the time with NGC before going to the second rounds of the elections. Now I be protesting NGC for be as a part of the runoff elections. I say NGC should be a part of the runoff. And at the time I was still in the military, but I was like that young man, Jusu, wearing in military uniform and talk. I was a least rank and I was reprimanded. But I don't put all thing out there. There is even a major way a guy will call me and he warned me strictly and tell me point blank, say at that time, I don't know if that guy is still there inside the Air Force anyways. He say, you're my brother. I say, I'm going to let this one go. He say, but if you do that again, he say, I'm going to make sure I follow you all the way to your chain of command. And he have a right to do him if you want for do him, But then there I escape him because I was a junior person. I hope they're not going to say, no. I don't be no. I say, I don't know. I don't be no. I use that as an excuse. But 6 years later, fast forward 6 years later, Kashi, there is no excuse for me. So I just say this again for the people the way I respect.
When you were reprimanded,
absolutely,
and now,
absolutely, So. No. But you see, some of them mushy one day with them brain mushy. Then they read this, it still pass over. I go, But Boku, about 5 or 6 of them. Kashi, imagine we get 7 point something million people. About 5, 6, 9, and this big full today. Well, all left and they some of them, there is nothing you can do to change certain people in this world. They have condemned, they are finished, they're done. They ain't done, bruh. There's nothing we can do. So then they all left and so no more than they wallow in foolishness. Okay.
I say one guy. Where they do you back on social media. He say come recruit I'm glad for him, which is fine. Of course, even me now, like I celebrate comrade because of what he do, what he achieve, and like we push the protest and all that thing. And he say but me and you two, where they talk on social media, we don't go the protest. Like I don't even want guy relevant, but another guy with name said.
So Kashi, not calling him. Not calling him. Left no more Kashi, not calling him. Left.
It's me and you two not go that.
It's not ignorance. And I should say then go take care of her accordingly in the social media space. Don't worry about that. Don't give them that relevance thing. But Kashi, some of these but they are an entity, these few are they talk about 5 or 6 of them. If the amount of work we don't put in, forefront and in the back end, we don't put in Sierra Leone democracy. Then generation yet unborn not get for reach that side they would reach in terms of everything we've done, in terms of advocacy, our presence in the political space, with social media presence, what we talk about, the things we educate people about, then generations yet unborn not going before reach that level they to how far we don't go for make sure safe salon de like today. If people are afraid, if political leaders are scared of anybody, them now with three, me, you, Comrade Koita, that platform, they are afraid of it because they know we are people of substance and we get with it. So over the years, the impact we don't get on generations, I'm telling you, if they one day, then generation them 4-5 generations would not come close to that. So not even no hard to yet panem, not yet panem. But this is just for my people that respect us. We want for get clear answers. That's what we do, you know. But anyways, I know, right? I saw one.
Yeah, yeah. I think we should leave it here.
Yes, sir. Yes,
We've said it all, Ibrahim, and hopefully, Comrade will join me tomorrow, Friday. And,
Absolutely.
Yeah. But
Absolutely.
again, kudos to every Sierra Leonean out there.
Everybody.
We appreciate you, especially in the UK, in the US. You guys, you made not us but Salon proud. And Ibrahim, make no mistake, these things are going to be followed up on. We don't get for just left and so, and hopefully we go try to get one of the key, organizer of the protest in the UK. May can tell we, waiting at the next step. Because you see, most Sierra Leonean electors, so, okay, after this, what is the next step? What is the next step? What is the next step?
Absolutely.
He's going to say about it. He is going to say something about it. And Ibrahim, we will go not just say you go say all the actions or waiting at the next step. The next step is the world knows exactly what's to go on in Salon. And Ibrahim, the world, imagine as a result of waiting to go on. You see, people in the tribe or downplay. Ibrahim, do you know Air France? They can stop. I saw a tweet or a Facebook write-up by Umar Fofana or so. And the news was out there. Air France, they can stop, they can cease from operating a salon, Ibrahim.
Wow.
Because they were kind of because now majority of people in the book flights go Guinea.
Yes.
Ibrahim, we were talking about these taxes. I think when they begin with this minimum alternative tax. I said to them, guys, how you people go to rot in? You go kind of
increase the price.
You go increase the price, Ibrahim.
Yeah, sad.
How?
I don't know the logic.
How, Ibrahim?
I don't know
now,
logic.
Businesses are shutting down, Ibrahim. You see the problem with the face that we can't see?
Yeah.
People, they downplay. The Mohammed Connery and the Gladys say, do mother be your work. But the dangerous thing is, Ibrahim, the sea world is being destroyed.
Absolutely.
Everything that we can't see.
Confidence is gone. Confidence is gone. But I think so. I think so. To answer a lot of questions, and we don't, deliberate on a few things. But like I was saying, we will join on the back. But thanks to everybody out there at the United Kingdom, with brothers and sisters as well at the diaspora and American and the folks them at the Belgium area where they plan their own protest. When I stand by them, give them a date, and then we go help them for put the messages out there and the word out there, let everybody know. And the one day we for participate, go participate and join them and send the message out there to the rest of the world. The silent majority is at work. The silent majority, not the power sit down, and we believe in them. Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.